Hello and welcome back. This is day 2 of the Australian Futsal Club Championships, and we're here with the first game of the day between Gold Coast Force, who are running on a high after a win yesterday, and Prospect Futsal Club, who are not running on a high after yesterday after conceding 3 points. Here with me is a futsal legend of his own, Chris Lalovich from Perth with Cambio Cumbre. How you going?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
That's
Yeah, sorry, that was Alex Lalovich, not Chris Lalovich, as we got confused here.
I'm happy you corrected me and I didn't have to correct myself there, Alex. I might call you Chris for the rest of the game, if that's all right.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'll take Chris.
I think it rolls off the tongue nicely.
That's it.
Anyway, Alex is here with me. He's here from Cambio Cumbre. A bit of experience after playing against Gold Coast Force yesterday, going down 4-1.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you expecting from Gold Coast Force? What do you think Prospect have got to do to get 3 points here?
I think it's going to be a very tough game for them. Gold Coast, a very organised team. They've been playing together for a long time. And what we found playing them yesterday is they were able to anticipate each other's movements really well. And so defensively, it doesn't give you much time to react to what they're doing. Everyone knows their role in the team, and they're all very strong players. So you've got to be alert all 40 minutes. Otherwise, they just can score from nowhere.
Yeah, definitely. Look, you're not wrong. Very experienced side. But we have got a lot of experience in the Prospect side as well. Samim Rahani, who's defending up top there, brings a lot of experience from Prospect as the president of the club. And I know they've got some youngsters here as well, which we're excited to see. But here's Egeta with the ball. Cuts it in, takes a deflection off Hassan, I think, but keeper collects it. It's released now, long to Rahani. Can't quite get control of it. Gold Coast kicking. Felipe Bley with the ball, stepping up high. Straight into 5th. He loves it. Plays Correia. Back again. Dack down the line. Tries to go across goal. They'll get a corner here. Felipe Bley, so comfortable pushing up high.
It really helps having a goalkeeper that good on the ball. They can, at times, just go into 5th man without making the substitution. And when he pushes up, he's a shooting threat as well. He's got a fantastic shot on him.
We saw him warming up before, and he was doing the shooting drills as well as being in goal.
Yeah, he was scoring some spectacular ones.
Here he is. From keeper to keeper. Here's Hassan with the ball now. He's got Rahani with him. He's going himself. Felipe Bley comes out and cleans up the mess. It'll be a corner here for Prospect. Hassan with the ball. Prospect see that one out. Buick with the ball. Egeta. Back to Buick. Makes a run himself.
He was one this morning, Rhys Buick, who was also one of the players invited to train with the Futsaroos. Looks like he's a player with a big future ahead of him. He's a real quality player.
Definitely. He's a young player as well. He's just 18. Turning 19 shortly, but brings, for the age he is, brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the game. He's been playing with these boys for years, so it is good to see him progressing, and it's good for Queensland as well.
Yeah, for sure. He plays well beyond his years. He's a very composed and very smart player.
As Rahani goes long, he's got Tamkin up the top there. Great opportunity for Prospect. Tamkin did quite well to wrap that around his body and get the shot away. But forced restart play. Here's Buick. Correia.
And that's what Prospect need to look more of is those quick break opportunities where they get the target out up the top and get a quick ball to him before the defence can get back.
That's it. Here's Egeta. Cross goal. Buick. Just over. Great run from Buick across the D to lay the ball back to Dack. And then he continues his run to go back post. It's good movement from Rhys. Prospect will restart the play here. Behbahahani through the middle, through the legs of Dack. Strong against Egeta. Egeta getting out. He does well. Here's Buick. Dack. Egeta. Ball's on the move. A little bit too much on it there. Corner here. Will they take it quickly? Looks like Prospect have spoken about that long ball over the top there, trying to catch force out. It's nearly worked a couple times for them.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of early success. That Tamkin chance went quite close to scoring, and obviously on these big court, you do get the opportunity to play in behind, so they'll be looking to take advantage of that as often as they can.
Bley brings the ball back in, gives it to Dack. Dack cuts into the middle. Great tackle from Tamkin. Haseen's off now. 2v2, pass to Egeta. Referee calls it. It's called here. This could be a dangerous spot here for Prospect. Let's see what they can pull together. Behbahahani bringing the boys together, trying to set something up. Gold Coast Force getting ready for their second four to come on with Lethbridge, Stacey, Quan, and Consentino. Tamkin leaves it. Behbahahani gives it back to him. It's read by Buick. He's taken down. He'll get the free kick, and that'll be a yellow card for Behbahahani. And with that, the subs are rolling now for Gold Coast Force. Same with Prospect. We've got Haseen off and Ramsey on for Prospect. Let's see how the second four go now for Gold Coast Force. Is Consentino. Lethbridge. Correia. Consentino. Finds Stacey. Good tackle again from Tamkin. Made a couple of crucial tackles so far in this game.
Good defending there from Tamkin. See Gold Coast just trying to stretch the court and isolate one-on-one for the take on. Here we are again.
Good tackle there on the other side from Moravec. Force get it back. Consentino from the side, straight out. Number 2, Tarabi has come on now for Prospect. Behbahahani gets the ball. You can hear the Force bench here yelling for players to step. Feeling like players are a little bit out of position there on the defense.
I thought yesterday Gold Coast pressed quite well, right from the start as well. But the first few minutes in this game, they haven't pressed quite as high, so it might be something they're going to try and get back to, because that was effective for them yesterday.
Definitely. Behbahahani with the ball. Quan now. Consentino. It'll be a Prospect ball. Here's Ramsey. All the way down is Tamkin again. Great save by Bley. Lethbridge gets rid of it.
There's our ball to the target again. So they're getting some early success from that Prospect. It's twice now Tamkin's found himself in a good position.
Ramsey. Rahani gets it back. Torabi. Here's Tamkin. Defense here by Gold Coast Force. Consentino doing well. Prospect getting out of it. Here's Rahani. Bad touch there by Torabi. Good defense and good movement from Prospect at the same time.
Yeah, they moved the ball well there, but in the end they just ended up conceding too much ground, and Gold Coast were able to press up and win it back. Good team defense.
Tackle there by Rahani to win the ball back. Here's Tamkin on the ball. Tamkin versus Lethbridge. Strong contest. Lethbridge sees the ball out. Consentino. Here's Quan. Lethbridge. Stacey rolls down the side. Great tackle by Rahani.
Risky challenge. He's already in a yellow card sliding in there. 1 second later and he could have been off.
That's it. He's a very excitable player though, isn't he? He loves it.
He is. He plays with his heart, with his heart on his sleeve.
That's it. Lethbridge. First time out called there by Prospect. What do you think Prospect have got to fix here?
I think they started off quite well. I think yesterday against Inner West they conceded a couple of goals early and he put them on the back foot. But here they've been able to limit the chances more from mid to long range. They haven't let much get in behind them. And they've had a few counter-attacks themselves that have been dangerous. So I think they'll just want to try and keep this defensive intensity up and don't allow Gold Coast too many open looks at goal.
Yeah, definitely. Back after that timeout, Gold Coast Force with the ball here. We've got Katranis has come on now for Prospect. Here's Quan with the ball for Force. Back to Consentino. Consentino still. Finds Lethbridge. Here he is. Cross goal. Be a Force kicking. Here's Lethbridge. Stacey. Ball across to Lethbridge. Not a great ball by Lethbridge there.
Good defence again from Prospect. They're closing the space well at the moment. They're not allowing too much, nothing to get in behind them. But the question will be, can they sustain it for 44 minutes?
That's it. We were talking about that just before in the break. We've got Rahani, who hasn't come off yet for Prospect. They're relying quite heavily on him at the moment. They were relying on Tamkin a little bit there as well, who's having a quick break now. We've got Haseen coming back on for Prospect, so they are trying to manage those key players, getting the young boys on, giving them a run.
Yeah, well, they do have quite a bit of a young team as well, Prospect, with Rahani bringing a number of youngsters in over the past year and training them up. But this is for them, a lot of them, their first tournament of this nature. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that and how much they do actually play those younger boys and how much is going to fall on the shoulders of players like Rahani and Tamkin.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Force making some changes with Buick back on. He's on the ball now as he tries to get the shot away. Egeta's on, Dack is on, and Thirone Correia, the Force captain, just about to come back on for Consentino. Here he is. Here's Dack. Egeta. Force spreading. Correia. Rahani cleans it up. He goes long. Being chased down. Felipe Bley feeling confident. And he does well. Here's Egeta. Dack. Rahani predicts it. Here he is. Beats one, beats two. Plays the ball through. Katranis. Felipe Bley. Feeling pumped after that one. Force are off now. Dack. Intercepted by Hassan. Foul's called there.
Another counter attack there from Prospect, and again coming very close. They've had 3 good opportunities now, but you can even see even in those transitions they still leave 2 players back just so that they don't get caught out going the other way, and that's something Gold Coast are really strong at, is that counter attack transition when they do win the ball. So Prospect obviously have paid a lot of attention to that and have tried to minimise any transition play.
Definitely. They are looking like they could pinch a goal here. Prospect. Force just not quite finishing at the other end as well at the moment. Here's Tamkin back on. Tries to go over the top of Correia. Got to be careful with the fouls here, Prospect. That'll be the 4th on the board for them. Still 6.5 minutes to go. Foul doesn't really need to be made that far up into the Force half.
Very unnecessary foul. He's not gone anywhere there, and now you're 1 foul away from the 10-metre penalty. So
here's Dack. Correia. Egeta. Egeta tries to be tricky. Hassan wins it. Good defense by Correia. Buick's off now. He's by himself. Rahani. He's going quickly. Cuts across, and Felipe Bley taking no chances there. It'll be a corner to Prospect. We've heard one called here by Rahani. We're going to see a set play. Tamkin.
Less risky set play there, just set up for a shot. The last set play they had, they obviously got caught on that transition where Rahani had to bring Buick down. So just sticking to the more simple one there.
Here's Egeta. Using his speed down the line. Brings it back. Here's Correia on his left. Egeta again. Buick. Good tracking there through the middle. Buick. Straight out there, nothing for Prospect to worry about.
Buick there anticipating someone on the back post, but no runners coming through.
Just a simple look up, keep the ball, start again. Rahani goes long. Tamkin can't quite control it. Egeta to bring it back in.
Here comes Bley now, just stepping up.
He's feeling it today. He's made some great saves. He's made some good attacking plays as well. He tries for it again. One of those is going to sink in this competition.
Yeah, eventually one does fly, and if you let him keep advancing and take that free shot, you're asking for a lot of trouble.
Is Ramsey back on now? Goes himself. Tamkin. Tamkin's in the middle. He's got a bit of space. Cuts across. Saved by Bley.
Good save again from Felipe Bley.
Bley's had a bit of work to do here in this first half.
He has. He's had quite a bit to do, and he's done it superbly, just making all the saves as always. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the countries.
Dallas Dack's off now for Gold Coast Force. Here's Scotty Fenn. Brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to this team. Let's see if he can sort the boys out. Tackle by Ramsey.
Good one-on-one defending there again. They haven't let much through there. They've defended really well one-on-one. They know that's obviously a strength of the force, especially out on that left flank there. And they haven't allowed too much to get through today.
Rhys Buick. Good hassle there by Ramsey. He's not letting Rhys get past him. He does very, very well in that one-on-one, just as he did before that you'd mentioned, Alex. Ramsey hassling Buick again. He's saying, not today, mate. Here's Egeta. Young Sam Styles.
Transition.
Haseen. Beats Fenn. Egeta's off. We're going back the other way now. Egeta slowing the play down. Here's Fenn. Cuts into the middle. Buick. Egeta. Straight over. That's a great opportunity. You've got to finish those force. Good movement and good play by James Egeta, though. He's coming off for a substitution now. We've got Consentino going back on. We've got Connor George on for the first time now as well for force. And here are prospects getting out. Rahani using his pace. Here he is. Off the woodwork. He is looking so dangerous. That injection of pace, and he's off the counter attack. Far out. Just under 2 minutes to go. Still 0-0 here.
Yeah, prospect might now be feeling that they're a little bit unlucky not to be at least one goal on the scoreboard. So that's 4 really good chances there they've had. And Rahani, with that surging run, just unable to find the net there. But they feel like they're getting close to a breakthrough here.
Here's force. George. Just misread the play there. Turned here by Moravec. Here he is. He's by himself. Great tackle by Rafael Consentino for Gold Coast Force. With a minute to go, here's Correia. Fenn. Correia gets it back. Looks like Force just wanting to keep the ball here. George. Free kick is called here. I think it's in favour of Gold Coast Force. I'm not too sure what has happened there. I think collision from a couple of players at the same time. And we've got someone down here.
Seemed like a late tackle, but he's ended up injuring himself by the looks of it. But I think the free kick has been awarded to Gold Coast, so one last chance before we go into half-time to get that breakthrough.
You can see Captain Thirone Correia talking to the boys now, trying to set something up. Moravec is still on the ground here for Prospect. Katranis has come on for Prospect now to replace the injured Moravec. And looks like we'll see a set play here from Gold Coast Force. Correia takes a deflection off Styles, and that'll be a corner. There's a good opportunity there for Force. The block was run by Connor George. The space was there. Fenn to bring it back in. Consentino, 40 seconds. A free kick there on the block that was run on Connor George, or by Connor George. Can Prospects keep the possession here? We'll have one last opportunity. 35 seconds. Rahani gets it out. Consentino collects it. He's smart, brings it back. George. Fenn. Correia. Consentino, they've got space. goes himself, puts it over. 13 seconds to go. Good movement and good play. Would have liked to have seen back post hit there. Scotty Fenn making the run. Prospect going long. Katranis with the ball. Prospect kicking. 10 seconds. Styles. Rahani. Rahani versus George. Keeps it in. Katranis now. And that'll be halftime here. And on the halftime whistle, Rafael Consentino gets a yellow card. Tough challenge there, right on the buzzer. Do not go anywhere. There's going to be all this action and more coming up in the second half. About to return here from that timeout. Sorry, halftime. A long timeout for these teams. Still 0-0 here between Prospect Futsal Club and Gold Coast Force as we return. Got Tamkin, Haseen, Rahani and Moravej on the court here for Prospect with Reza in goal. Gold Coast Force, we've got Buick, Egeta, Dack, Correia and Felipe Bley in goal. Some support for Prospect here in the crowd. A lot of energy for Prospect so far in this game. Let's see how they go here in the second half. Force with the ball. Correia. Dack. Egeta. It's being hassled by Rahani. Dack. Cuts through the middle, has a go himself. Not too much for Reza to worry about in goal. Trying to go over the top to Rahani, who collects it well. Here's Tamkin now. Rahani. Haseen. Has a go himself. Had a block called as a free kick in the first half, a block here in the second half that looked a little bit more excitable than the first one, but the refs have let it go.
Yeah, it's one of those that they seem to go either way and you never know which way they're going to go. Good work again from Rahani. He's been the focal point of this Prospect team.
Definitely. Very, very active, very strong. Here's Buick for Force. Egeta. Dack. Correia. Dack running all the way through. Here he is. Good tracking back there from Tamkin. And that'll be a keeper's ball. Sorry, it's been called a corner ball. Straight into Haseen. He's off now, down the line. Egeta takes it off him. Buick cleans it up. Correia with the ball now. Correia cuts into the middle. Rahani blocks it. It's 1v1 now with Haseen. Rahani. First touch wasn't favourable. Now Force her off at the other end. Here's Dallas Dack. Force will get the corner. It's volley time. All the way through.
Well done again by Prospect. So, I mean, for the most part, they've been defending relatively deep compared to what you normally would, and they've really restricted the space and made it tough for Gold Coast to work their way in. Here
Prospect
we go.
gone long. Egeta takes it off him. Tamkin wins it back. Ramsey's on now. Here he is. Moravej.
Interesting now with Rahani off for a few minutes for his first time on this game to see how Prospect adapt and what they now try and do.
Definitely.
I think he'll only be off for a minute or two, have a quick breather, and then he'll be straight back out there for the last 15 minutes.
I think it proves already how quick this second half is and how intense it is. The fact that it's just a couple of minutes and he was pretty much begging to come off.
Yeah.
Won't be for long though, as you said. Here's Correia. Buick. Going to try and cut in on his right. He does. Here he is. Good tackle from Tamkin. Good tackle from Buick. Egeta with the ball.
They've done really well cutting that dribble inside. They've always had cover in the middle, and whether it's been Rahani or Tamkin, they've always managed to come across if their flankers got beat and make the block.
That's it. Felipe Bley goes long. It's a great throw. Here's Dack. Correia puts it wide. That'll be a keeper's ball here.
We've got an injury here by the looks of it.
Moravec is down again. He's calling for a sub. I'm not sure which bench he's looking at.
I don't think there's a stretch around to come take him off. So, and Rahani back on.
The clock's not stopping here. Clock's not stopping, so I think both teams are hoping that Moravec is either okay and can walk it off, or he'll get some assistance. Here he is. Hassan's told he gets a quick drink. He just tried to make the substitution, and now he's back on. Strong team on for Prospect now with Hassan, Rahani, Tamkin, who's nearly gets that ball up the top there, and Ramsey. Adam Stacey's on now for Force. Here's Buick.
Prospect just drop back, happy to defend just in that.
Stacey keeps it. Adam Stacey doing very well, carrying the ball from one side of the court to the other. Prospect drop.
Rahani on the transition.
Just puts it wide. He is so explosive.
Yeah, he's got incredible acceleration, and his first few steps are as quick as anyone in this competition.
Bad first touch there from Buick, and Ramsey keeps it in. And he gets the shot across. Buick falling asleep for a second there. That'll be a corner.
And it is a corner. Right. I think Bley may have got a little touch on it on the way out. It is a corner, so what can Prospect conjure up here?
They've got a straight line of 3 here.
Looks like might be gone down to Rahani.
Simple play. Rahani gets it back. Hassan. Adam Stacey intervenes. And he's taken by Rahani and Hassan, I think. And Ramsey kicks that ball away.
Not the best corner there from Prospect. They had a chance to just get a shot on goal, but they played it back and then ended up just withdrawing back into their own half and then committing that foul, so putting themselves into not a good position here.
Lethbridge is on the ball here. Plays Consentino. Stacey. Tackled by Tamkin. Prospect will get the kick in.
And more great defensive work from Tamkin. Him and Rahani have been exceptional defending today.
Here's Tamkin now. Tamkin versus Buick. Buick comes out with the ball. Still going down the line. Has a shot. Saved by Reza. Ball's up in the air. Prospect regain possession. Here's Ramsey. Forced error there. Buick's coming off and Fenn's coming on for Force. Force pushing up higher now. Here's Felipe Bley with the ball. He's in their half. Fenn. He's coming across. Reza couldn't keep a hold of that one. Lethbridge. Tries to go through to Stacey. Doesn't come up for Force. Good defense from Prospect. Here's Lethbridge. Consentino gets it back in the middle. He leaves it. Scotty Fenn. It's like we're watching pinball at the moment here. Stacey.
A little bit of a scrap the last minute or so. I think both teams were trying to re-establish some momentum and get some passes together. Good battle there. And Gold Coast just content to clear it out, and nothing too pretty about that. Just restarting.
Ramsey's having a break now. He's put in a good stint for Prospect. It's just under 13 minutes to go here. It's still 0-0 between these teams. Hassan lets the ball run. He's trying to use his pace to regain it. Felipe Bley keeps it in play. It's called a corner.
See, Prospect can conjure up a shot here. Last time they backed themselves from their own corner, so they'll be looking to get...
Oh, there it was.
There he was. Sarahani almost on the end of it. I think that just went slightly past his foot, and if he had made contact there, that very well could have been 1-0.
Here's Lethbridge. Consentino. Stacey.
And again, Prospect snuffing out the attack, so nothing there for Reza, and just clears it out and they restart.
George Lethbridge forcing that error there from the keeper, I think, stepping straight up on Rahani, which is naturally where the ball wants to go from the keeper. Here's Felipe Bley. Fenn. Fenn got a bit of space. Comes across. Stacey. Force will start again. Bley's retreating. Consentino. Tamkin, he's feeling pretty pumped here. You can see it on his face. Every tackle, every block.
You feel like with every block, with every interception, Prospect are just growing in confidence, and the players are really finding it an uplift from it. So, got 11 minutes here. Will anyone be able to break the deadlock?
Surely.
It's not often we get 0-0 games. So.
That's it.
And again, here's Rahani.
Consentino. Rahani again.
They got a 2-on-1 here. Rahani is fouled. He's going to be sent off.
Rahani's getting the yellow, and he's getting the red. That is not desirable here for Prospect. Not for this game, and not for the next game either. And now he's taking to the ground. Thought George Lethbridge did well there. He's held his ground. Rahani, he was playing for it. Disappointing to see him get a yellow for that, though. And resulting in a red.
What a change of events.
Very, very disappointing for Rahani. Disappointing for this game.
Yeah.
Let's see how Prospect can go now, how they can fare with 3 players. They've got Katranis, Styles, and Morovej-John now against Buick, Egeta, Dack, and Correia. Prospective in a rush, put their timeout card. They won't get it yet because they don't have possession of the ball. Here's Buick. Correia. Dack. Saved there and the ball's cleared out. That's all Prospect have got to do for 2 minutes. Correia. Buick. Blocked by Styles.
Again.
Buick. Correia.
Another great block. How long can Prospect hang on here? They've got 2 minutes they need to survive with the 3 players.
Buick. Correia. He'll get it back. Saved by Reza. Egeta. Prospect. Got to be smart here. Got to keep that ball. 3v1. Buick finds the back of the net. And that'll be it. Prospect will get another player on. It was going to come. They were outnumbered and they were chasing their tail there after that long ball from Reza. It's a timeout now going Prospect's way. What a bit of excitement here in this game.
Yeah, and the breakthrough we've been looking for, so Gold Coast capitalised there with the extra man advantage, and now we've got the last 9 minutes. See if Prospect can dig anything out and get back into the game.
Let's see how it goes. We're back here, Prospect with the kickoff after conceding a goal. Buick finding the back of the net. Tamkin, Styles, Moravej and Haseen on now. Let's see how the team goes without Rahani. I have a feeling that the weight of Prospect is falling now on Tamkin and Haseen. Here's Buick. Dack. Correia. Egeta. Prospect have won the ball back here. Here's Haseen. He wins. He gets through too.
Can he get a shot off?
Tackled by Buick.
Well.
Here we go. Counter attack. Correia. Ooh, just wide there. Great opportunity for Prospect. Would have liked to have seen Haseen get that ball away. Here's Haseen. Goes back to Styles. Moravej. Big Gold Coast ball. Here's Dack. Correia. Buick. Gets it to Correia, does well. Dack! Great save from Reza. Styles, here's Haseen. Tackled by Egeta, 2v2. Moravej gets rid of it. Sam Styles coming off now. We've got Ramsey on for Prospect. Just under 7 minutes. Plenty of time here for Prospect to get back into this game. Consentino. Fenn. Lethbridge, come on now. Stacey with a bit of space. Consentino needs a runner. He's got Fenn. Stacey. Fenn. Good positioning there from both Reza and Ramsey. Lethbridge lets it go. Stacey. Fenn. Consentino. Cross goal. Unlucky there. George Lethbridge couldn't get anything on it. Under 6 minutes to go. Ramsey. Pressed high.
Prospect still defending pretty well, but from an attacking sense, it does seem that the absence now of Rahani, who's been sent off, is making quite a bit of a difference, not having that central figure who can take the ball out and win one-on-one. So they're going to have to find a different avenue to goal in these last 5 minutes if they're going to get anything out of this game.
Here's Lethbridge. Consentino. Consentino. Easy one there for Reza. He's going to go long to Tamkin. Scott Fenn gets it away. It'll be a Prospect ball. Four and a half minutes to go here. 1-0 to Gold Coast Force. Moravej. Haseen. Ramsey. Finds Tamkin. Doubled up on by Force, and the ball's through to Lethbridge. Gets past Ramsey. Did he get a clip?
And so another booking here for simulation. think a little bit of pressure from
Wow.
the Prospect players on the benches. Got the referee there to
I don't know
reconsider
what to
that
make
decision.
of that. I wasn't sure what to make of the first one. I definitely don't know what to make of that.
I guess the one thing you can't blame is they've been consistent with both calls.
That's it.
It was either a foul or a dive, and they've called dive both ways.
The Prospects bench pretty convincing over here as well.
Yes.
It's Ramsey, blocked by Lethbridge. Goes all the way back. Reza finds Tamkin. It's turned over now. Fenn. Consentino. How's it go? Smacks his own player in the face. George back on now for force and sees that one out. 3 minutes to go here. If you're a Prospect here, Alex, do you go fifth? Do they have somebody that can go fifth?
I
That's the
think
question.
with Rohani out of the game now, I'm not sure they have anyone in that role, and I'm not sure they would have practiced that with him not being a part of it. So, I mean, they may have to for the last 2 minutes, because if they don't get anything out of this game, they're out of the tournament. So, you know, whether you lose by 1 or 3, it's not going to matter. So I feel like they will need to. They'll have to go to it in the last couple of minutes, give themselves a chance.
Let's see what happens here. Stacey gets past Hassan, has a crack, just puts it wide. He's known as the Rocket Man back in Brisbane. You can see why.
Yeah, blistering left foot shot there.
Moravec straight into the top netting. Fraser's off and Styles is on here. Correia. Stacey keeps it. Out by Moravec.
Prospect will need to start pressing now. They've played pretty deep whole game, but they need the ball back now. There's only 90 seconds left, and they're going to have to be aggressive to get anything now.
Styles finds Moravec being absolutely hassled in the corner now by George. They go across to Reza. Not bad play here from Prospect. Here's Styles through the legs of George. Hassan cuts back into the middle. Buick wins it off him. Trying a little bit too hard though. And Hassan wins it back. Moravec can't control it. Stacey, here we go. Moravec is down. Stacey keeps it in, and he's tackled by Moravec. Gold Coast forced corner, 50 seconds to go. Buick. Oh, dribbling across the goal line there nearly. Stacey's off and Quan's on. 35 seconds. Correia goes across court to George. He gets it back.
Now they need to get the ball back. 30 seconds to go. They've got to press.
Buick down the line. He's taken by Styles. And he'll get the free kick. 20 seconds to go. Force have got to keep this ball in play and keep possession. George wins possession. Gets a shot away, Buick.
Here's the last chance. 9 seconds.
Strong tackle by George. And Correia. 3 seconds here.
Tamkin's got to get higher here. And that's the game.
The tackle by Connor George, who seals that. 3 points for Gold Coast Force. What an intense game here. Finishing 1-0 to the Force over Prospect. Wow.
Yeah. What a scoreline. It's not often we see these, but Prospect battle hard, and Gold Coast in the end just had a bit too much, and they're off through to the next round with a game to spare.
That's it. Well, what a game. Stick around, guys. We'll be coming up shortly. Vipers vs Fusion. And Alex, good luck with Cumbre later on today.
Thank you.